Hi, this is Z, and I'm back again with another video. Today I kind of wanted to talk about that movie that I watched, The Deliverance, with Glenn Close as the mother, and I think Andra Day is how um, you pronounce her name, the daughter. Um, Andra Day is the main character. Monique is also in the video, and Andra Day is the daughter, and she has 3 children of her own. Glenn Close is Andra Day's mother in the movie, and then Monique plays the caseworker for social services. But I don't want to tell too much, just in case someone hasn't seen it and wants to watch the video. But in the movie, the mother is actually been kind of struggling. She moves into a new house. She's kind of trying to get away from social services, and she moves into a new house, but the new house has like demonic activity. And what I kind of wanted to talk about without talking too much about the video is, number one, I like how they showed how families can have generational curses, even though the movie didn't really focus on that. You can kind of see how Andra Day's character is angry at her mother for how her mother raised her. And then Andra Day, maybe not really noticing it, she's kind of not the best with her children. She's struggling raising her children. There's a lot of partying and drinking and smoking and things like that, and being very hard and harsh on the kids. And the reason why I bring up that is because that is a gateway for demonic entities, possession into people's lives, when not only there's a lot of like low vibrational activity, but trauma being passed down from mother to daughter, or from parents to children, and so on and so forth. So they didn't really say that in the movie, but that is an example of how families have generational curses, and they are passed down through the excuse me, through the bloodline. And my goodness, as soon as I get on here, and they're passed down, through the bloodline. But also, what was more so the main focus in this movie was demons, or people, the spirit of passed on people being in the house and attached to a place, which if you don't clear out that negative energy, those spirits, those demons, the people moving into it, especially if you do have a lot of trauma and generational curses, you're open to that activity. But I don't want to go too deep and tell too much of the story, but they do get delivered in the end of the movie. There's a woman that is trying to help Andra Day's character to save herself and save her children from these demons, and the woman knows the history of the house and the history of of a family that lived there previously. So she's coming in to help and try to deliver her youngest son from the demon, because that's really the child that the demon has taken a liking to. But what I kind of didn't like was the woman that was supposed to be coming in. I think she was like a pastor or something. I'm not sure. I don't remember exactly. She's supposed to be coming in to try to help deliver the son, but herself, she has some doubt. She has some struggle. She didn't come in with fully armored, so to speak, or her full strength. She had some doubt and fear in her. And because she had doubt and fear, she was not able herself to deliver um, the son, Andre's son, from the demon. But Andre was able to deliver herself and her children from the demon, because even though she kind of had lost her faith in God, um, because of, trials and tribulations she had been through in her life, she was able to muster up her strength and her courage and have faith in God, because she wanted to save her children, even though she had been struggling with her children through family services and things like that. She really did love her children. She was hard on them, but she really did have a love and wanted to save her children from the demons. So she was able, with her strength, um, to cast those demons out, and she ended up moving. She was not. I don't want to tell everything, but I'll just say she was successful with casting those demons out and turning her life around for her and her children. And the reason why I kind of want to talk about that is because that is a very common thing, especially in, a lot of us that live or have lived in low income areas. My personal belief is that there's a lot of demonic activity in our cities that was placed there purposely, but also there's a lot of demonic activity and spirits that are not at rest through things that have happened in history in the past, from like examples of like slavery and being tortured, and also just carrying on those generational curses throughout the bloodline. So through time, of not dealing with that stuff, and not casting those demons out, our cities have become basically like a haven for these demons. They are in people's homes. They're tied to the buildings. They're tied to the land, and they're tied to the people. So I say that to say that, and people are really starting to wake up nowadays, which is a good thing, because there's a lot of illusions that have been placed on us, not just our generational curses, but illusions to make us think that this is just how we are, especially so-called African Americans. This is just how we are as a people. And that is not the truth. A lot of it is that we have a lot of curses in our bloodlines, and we don't think that there's anything wrong with how we behave a lot of times, or that this is just the way life is supposed to be. And it actually isn't. We are supposed to be working to break those curses. And usually that's when someone in the bloodline comes in with a specific purpose to work to break generational curses off of the bloodline. So we're supposed to be able to see, and become aware and acknowledge, okay, there's some curses on us, because this is not normal behavior. And in the movie, they kind of show some things besides the mother and the grandmother's behavior. They kind of showed how, like, the demons affected the children, stuff that they would do. And a lot of times, when our children are in the school system, people or the medical system, people tend to think everything is something that is just simply mental illness. But a lot of it has to do with demonic activity and those curses on the bloodline. So we do really have to be vigilant in working hard when we know that we are going to have children, we want to have children, or that we've conceived a child, or that we have children. At some point, we have to be vigilant and work against that demonic activity to really release those curses from ourselves and our children. A lot of us are under curses of poverty Um, we're under curses of slavery, even though people may think, oh, we're not enslaved. And when actuality, we are enslaved. There are a lot of curses over to give us a slavery mindset where we always want to work for someone else and never want to work for ourselves or create some generational wealth for ourselves. So that's a lot of the curses that are placed on us, especially in our neighborhoods, because a lot of our neighborhoods are, I'll say that there are demonic activity specifically placed over our groups of people and in our neighborhoods. This is something that's been over us. So a lot of times we're looking and saying, well, why won't white people give us reparations and things like that? They're not going to, simply because we are purposely kept in this condition, and we cannot afford to keep waiting for someone. Whatever your belief is, I know a lot of people think, oh, Jesus is returning, Jesus is going to save us, or some other people say, oh, the Anunnaki are coming, they're going to come and save us. And we need to stop having that mindset. That is a slavery mindset, a mindset that we cannot do things on our own, when in fact we can. We are equipped with what we need, but it may not take us it's not going to take us one lifetime, and it's not going to take one generation. We really do have to work with ourselves and each other, and we have to work with our children. And this is something that we have to really change our mindset. We have to change how we live. We have to change that, the conditions that we allow ourselves to be under. We have to break through these illusions and these curses in order to move forward. There, you can be wealthy without going and being in their system of, becoming a rapper or playing football and those things like that. Those are controlled systems. And those people that go and they earn that money and they, go out and they buy all this stuff, those people are actually under curses also. They have, a lot of them have, in a sense, sold their soul in order to get wealth. And that's a trick. That is an illusion for us, thinking that we're going to be released. Yes, you have this money, but you're not released from the curses. If you pay attention to a lot of people in the entertainment business, you'll see a lot of them very few of them are speaking up, but more of them are speaking up. But you have those that are not speaking up that are like under severe curses. They're drinking a lot, they're smoking a lot, they're having children with multiple women or multiple men and not taking care of those children. Some of them even lose their wealth, especially when they they realize what's going on and they decide to get out of the business or to speak out against it. So much happens to them. A lot of them are blackballed, where they're not able to get work, or they will come under attack. People will attack them and prevent them from speaking. And a lot of them are attacked where it seems like they are not in their right mind, but they're actually just trying to tell people this is what's going on. And they will poison people's mind and make people think, oh, this person is just crazy, they lost their mind. When in reality, someone has done something to cause them to, be a little bit out of their mind. But a lot of times they'll come back around if their body is strong enough to handle it. But some of them, they just outright end their lives. So that is not how we're supposed to be breaking our generational curses, because they actually are putting you under curses. You're signing contracts. A lot of them are involved in rituals and things of that nature. They become, they start to worship entities that are not of God. And so they get into the curse. They have this money but they're still under the curse. And so true generational wealth and true freedom comes from you freeing yourself, freeing your bloodline from generational curses. And then that money will come in. It will flow to you without you having to sign contracts and sign your soul over to someone else. So I just wanted to speak on that movie. It was a pretty decent movie. I just kind of liked how it was a little bit different, where they showed people that look more like us in the lower income levels struggling with our kids and things of that nature. I liked how they kind of made a movie from that aspect, and how a mother saved her and her own children from demonic activity. She delivered herself and her children. I love that, because then that's showing other women that, hey, this is a thing. This might be something that's happening in your life, and you too returning to God and having faith in God can save yourself and your children. You can deliver your families, and you can have the life that you truly want. You don't have to struggle like that. So I thought that it was an interesting aspect. A lot of these movies, you usually see other people of other races. You don't really too much see a movie like this where Black people are saving themselves, which is what we're supposed to be doing. Saving ourselves from that demonic activity and moving on to, brighter and calmer days. So I just wanted to share that you should watch the movie. It was a pretty good movie. I liked it. And yeah. I that's what I'm currently doing with myself and my children. Saving ourselves, saving our souls, and we do that by returning to God, or strengthening our relationship with God, like I've said in previous videos, and making sure that we pray for ourselves, pray for our children, and pray against these demons, because you can win. And the movie shows that you can win against the demonic energies. It's just a matter of realizing that this is a real thing, and people not ignoring that, and people willing to do the work instead of continuing to indulge in whatever they're indulging in that leads them down the wrong path. So I really want to say that movie gives us a lot of hope and encouragement, and it is is based on a true story, and many other people are going through this now. And just to kind of give those of you who are fighting these curses and fighting this in a spiritual warfare, that you can win. Just continue to stay on your prayers and stay on your path, lifting your vibration, and stay in connection with God. That's the most important thing. And that's all I want to say. Thank you for watching my video. Hopefully you will like it, share it, subscribe to it, and I'll be back again soon with another video. Bye.